Hello guys! Before I start this video, I do not know what I was doing in this video, so I'm just going to do story time, and this story time might be 2 parts long. So yeah, let's start with it. And by the way, I'm playing baddies, so yeah. So, basically, once I was in elementary school, and I still am in elementary school, going to grade 6 by the way, and the day I started going to that school, I really liked it. I thought it was really cool, but by a week, I hadn't made any friends and I was bullied because of how it looked. But I was really frustrated, and I was like, what am I gonna do? No one wants to be friends with me. And I was at that point really upset. And then, yeah, after a week, rotations, we have this thing in elementary school, it's called rotations. You guys probably have it if you're in elementary school and Surrey or South Surrey. So yeah, rotations is basically where you rotate between different classes and different teachers. So yeah, we were doing that, right? And this girl's like, hey, you want to be friends? And I was like, yeah, sure. So then we were best friends by the first day. And then yeah, by the first day we're besties. We talk about everything. I know everything about her. She knows everything about me just by the day. So yeah, we sit at a lunch table because there's no other lunch table. And there's this girl, and I was like, hey, we should be friends with her, you know? Because she probably feels how I felt. Big mistake. We became friends with her, right? The next day, I was put in a different class with none of those 2 friends. And I got really scared. And I was like, I'm probably never going to make new friends. And a lot of people were bullying me, right? And yeah. But then this girl, Megan, just came up and said, hey, do you want to be friends? And then it was inside, I was dancing. But outside, I wanted to be that cool girl. So I was like, yeah, sure, we should be friends. So then she's like, at recess, I want to introduce you to someone. And I was like, yeah, sure, I would love to meet your friend. And then the friend is Sarah. So I'm like, oh, hi, Sarah, I actually know this girl. And I actually know Myra. Myra is the girl who I met at the start of this video. Sarah is the one who we met at the lunch table, right? So then I'm like, oh, hi, I actually know Myra and Sarah. And then I was like, yeah, we were best friends from the start. And I was saying, and then Sarah is just like, that's not true. I was the one that was best friends with her. We just met you at a lousy lunch table, and we decided to be friends with you because we felt sorry for you. I was like, excuse me, what? I decided to be friends with you. And yeah, she's like, you're such a loser. And then yeah, Megan just wanted to stay out of the drama, so she left, right? So I'm stuck with them, and then she starts explaining, and the worst part, Myra believes her. So then, wow, great, I've already lost 2 friends. And they keep spreading rumors about me, right? And then later, Myra just comes up to me, and she's like, hey, actually, Sarah told me that you're really uncool, and if I was friends with you, then no one would like me, so that's why this is going on. I don't actually mean it. We can still be friends, but not in public. And I was like, girl, no, you're not a true friend if you don't accept me as who I am. So then, yeah, we're just doing that, and I just start crying for some random reason. She's like, you are pathetic. You know what? Never mind. And I was like, well, I'm kind of glad. Because if I would have been friends with her, I don't know where the story would have gone. So by the next year, I have a lot of friends, and I'm the most popular girl in school. And yeah, and I am not popular in a bad way. I'm popular in a good way. But Sarah and me happen to be in the same class, and she's like, hey, do you remember me? And I'm like, of course I remember you. You ruined my life. You ruined the first year of my life in school. So then she's like, hey, I'm sorry. Do you want to be friends again? And I was like, I didn't know what to do. And mind you, I was very young. Right now, if she would have said, I want to be friends again, I would be like, no, we're not going to be friends. But yeah, I just said yes. So then, but I did try to avoid her. So then I meet this girl, Sophia, and she's like, hey, do you want to be friends? You look really nice. And I was like,